told my friends that Sheree was coming to see me. She did. Kind of happy about that. She's sitting here on the floor by me. I didn't tell her to get on the floor. She's getting ready to take her bay out. Let's speak it. Even though she said it on the phone, she's going to do it. This is Sheree's song. you ready on? He may think I'm lying, so I'm going to show him that you're here. Or something like, Marilyn, Miles, to see your father. Is that right? Yes, that's Ray. Ray came to see me. So, what did I make this video for? She's not the first to take her bailout with me, but she may be one of the most sincere. And because SIAM is not receiving anybody, and I'm running everybody away. They can't come to me the way I came to my father. I came because I realized that the only thing I could see life in at the point in which I turned my face to my Creator, the only thing I could see life in was in my living Master. Till we come to that with a real living Master, not a charlatan. And I pray that I am a real one and not a charlatan. I'll make this video to record her spoken words. Those in Senegal understand these words. We in America don't, because they took our language away and gave us English. They gave us a dead language when we had living languages. And when you go to Africa, you run into brothers that can speak Hausa, Mandingo, Swahili, Wolof, French, and English, to you only speaking English. Yet Americans think they're so far advanced and so much better than everybody else. Well, you feel that way until you get to another country and you find out that you can't even get something to eat because you don't know how to speak nothing that these people are speaking, because you only got one language. These holy words are spoken to the Sheikh, but they're really spoken to Serene Tuba. So they're really spoken to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They're really spoken to Father Abraham alayhi salam. They're really spoken to Father Adam alayhi salam, all the way back to his creator, which Muslims call Allah. But I sometimes call him Yahweh Allahu, because there's no separation to me. There may be a separation to you in your capacity and your understanding of names and things. Sometimes I can say nothing, because he who is directly experiencing does not speak. They're too busy experiencing to say anything. These holy words I spoke to Serene Salihu. And one should never speak these words if they don't understand they're speaking them to God and not to nobody me. Because only God is responsible for your soul. And if that sheikh is not absent, so that what we call God can be present, you need to get away from me as far as you possibly can right now. You still got time to get out the back door and not say these words to Sheikh SIAM today, or to SIAM. Today, I did not forget to keep my cold coffee from last night close to me. So we have coffee, but we don't have coffee too. We out of coffee. There's no coffee in the world like coffee too. So I'm making this video just as a witness. All these words that you speak in your bayat, in Wolof they call Majibalu. And what you're saying, Ijibul Nala Samabak Aduna Ak Alakhaira. Loma Sant Madi Loma Teri Mabay. Come closer to me. Come closer to me. Come closer to me. On the floor. Come closer to me. Sharay. Come closer to me. 3 times. You're not deep yet. You won't see her. You see my ugly self here. Repeat them after me if you sincerely still want to say them. Because now you're speaking in public and you're speaking them out loud and you're speaking them in my presence, the way I spoke them to my Father. And when you get through, I will turn around, you will put your hand on my right hand. And I, in the name of Saint Tuba, will receive your bayat. Repeat these words after me. Jibul,
Jibul,
Nala,
Nala,
Sama,
Sama,
Bab,
Ba,
Aduna,
Aduna,
Ak,
Ak,
Alakhair,
Alakaira,
Alakhair,
Alakaira,
Loma Sant,
Loma Sa,
Madi,
Madi,
Loma,
Loma,
Teri,
Terry,
Mabai.
Mabay.
Now, repeat these words after me. I take my bayat.
I take my bayat.
I give you my life
I give you my life
and my soul.
and my soul.
Any instruction
Any instruction
you may give me,
you may give me,
I obey.
I obey.
Everything you forbid me,
Everything you forbid me,
I disobey.
I disobey.
And I leave it.
And I leave it.
I don't know if I can get this camera focused on us. I don't think I can. Sure. You accept Father SIAM as your living master?
I accept.
Speak up.
I accept it.
Why? It's okay. Put your hand on my right hand. Put the other one up there. My sister Saray, SIAM accepts your bayat as my father accepted mine. I'm going to pray a prayer for you right now. And I'm going to blow it on you. They won't see you, but they'll see me. I ask that you blow her mind like you blew mine. I don't really want anybody to ask you to blow their mind, oh God. But I've always been different. Blow her mind in a good way. Can't come to Serene Tuba and not have your mind blown. This is a great moment for you. Unlike any other you will ever take. But your commitment is not to me, but to your Creator Most High. and I will be held responsible for how I handle your submission to me. You're not my slave. I am your slave. You're not my servant. I've been made the servant of the people, and I refuse to pimp them. I shall by your grace be true and uphold everything that my Father gave to me. For nobody ever loved me like Serene Sally. And I never met a human being in all my travels and all the people I ever met. I never met a human being like Serene Sally, who wasn't all human. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. In the presence of your angels, in the presence of the saints, in the presence of that august body of invisible, yet very much alive, beings in the unseen, who do so worship you, O Most High. In the presence of the living, in the presence of the so-called dead, you take your bayat, and this creation witnesses it. May you be true to your words. May your master be true to his Father. For we no longer belong to ourselves when we say these words. We belong to our master until he releases us, because we have corrupted our souls. So we bring our souls to someone whose soul is not in corruption, who has been sanctified by God, who has been graced by God, by what we call God, Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, Yahweh, Yahweh, Allahu Yah, Allahu, Allahu, and in the presence of all the messengers and saints, including Yahweh Shai, the people you call him Jesus, in the presence of all of them, and in that name, in that authority, and in the authority that rested upon him, that rested upon all of them that worshipped only one, the true one wonder of the universe, and the omniverse. You who created it, you who sustains it, you who keeps it, you who protects it, even as you sustain and protect us. We ask your acceptance of this bayat, not to me, but to our King, the Al-Malik, the El-Hay, the Most High, the Bari, the Creator, the Khalik, the Maker, our Ra, the Lord, the one who created everything, including Jesus, and then created them all, who created all, and all must return to him. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim wa la dhalin. I'm gonna blow this on you now. I'll make this video so that people know that SIAM is not online playing. I might end this page today if others don't help to post it and get the post out. If they block you, they'll be breaking their own rules. So you need to write them and demand your rights without hating anybody. I don't hate Mark Boogerberg. I call him that because he has not shown me any respect. And I'm not giving no respect until some respect is given to me. I went to Harvard too, and had to be 20 times better than everybody else in order to get what was given to them almost at birth for free. Some of them were attending school and I just pay big money and the exams were already fixed for them. That goes on too. But I had to study for mine and confront all of those that said I would never finish high school, that I would never be anything of any significance. They said, one of the first demons you have to whoop real bad if you want to be anything in this life and make a difference in this world and touch any life, you have to defeat the power of they. For they did not create you, they did not give you life, and they will not be with you in the grave when you have to leave here. I hope you find out who will be with you before you leave here, and that you will live every second as though it's your last. And this is a brief video. I may not even show it. But she traveled maybe further than 900 miles with hardly any money to get to her father. And her beat has been received on international TV or international internet, so anybody can see it. And it'll be a witness that she has taken this most important step in her life. There is no step like it. To give your bayat to who you perceive as your spiritual preceptor. In this case, it's the nobody SIAM, the only Mbaki that has the holy mantle of Serene Tuba in the world. And if you don't see air of this, I'm not responsible for what happens to you. If you're moored and you do not see air of this and you do not understand that this is the future, this is the present moment of Moordeism, this is the future of Moordeism, because Ibrahim Afal told you that this would not be called America, it would be called Amordeica. And it is here. One of the last living sons of Serene Tuba came to this country constantly. He longed for my day. He longed to see it come. The first American ordained Mbaki Sheikh in the history of Moordeism. He was seeking the connection between America and Africa. You will never have it without this mantle, because you do not understand this culture. You do not understand their songs. You do not understand what they love and how they express themselves in this culture. These are not Senegalese. These are Americans. You're not qualified to address them. So you need to get behind the one that was sent from you to address them. If you do not support the mantle of Serene Tuba, you do not support Serene Tuba. You are against Serene Tuba. And that's your problem. It is no longer mine. I don't care. I'm not seeking your support. You haven't supported me since I returned from 2011. You'll have to deal with Allah. We'll deal with you about that, not me. This is his mantle. You who say you believe in all the revealed books, then you need to go to 1st and 2nd Kings in the Holy Bible and see what the mantle was to Elijah and what it meant to Elijah. What it meant to the history of Israel, the true Israel. He didn't give me an old set of prayer beads. He didn't give me a pair of old shoes. He didn't give me a shirt. He gave me his holy mantle. And you don't even have to be a grade school student. You can be a grade school dropout and understand the significance of a grand master giving his disciple, only one disciple, his mantle in the world. And you won't see air of this and you won't respect this. God will break you in half. He will make you respect him. He's going to make this whole world respect him. And then when you can't find SIAM, you're going to wish you had my page on Facebook. Because I'm about the only one speaking the truth to you. There's some others out here. Bless them that are. A lot of people don't know the difference in a diamond and a common piece of dog duty laying on the street. I would say, well, it's dog shit. You know what dog shit is. You don't know the difference in a diamond and a common piece of coal. You don't lost the value of value. This entire world is just about lost the value of value. And when you get like that, the laws of the omniverse, which are very impersonal, suddenly become to you a very personal response. Like you jumping off the 40-story or how many stories is the Empire State Building? This is more than 40. You jumping off thinking you can fly, and you discover that there is an impersonal law called gravity. But as you see the concrete coming closer to you in your free fall, you realize that something is about to move. And if the concrete smashes, that means you're going to end up being a pulp, because that means your force hit the concrete so hard that it smashed concrete, and concrete don't move. So if concrete moves, don't if you're able to get up from such an event, tragic event, if you're able to get up from such a tragic event, don't stand up and point your face and your finger to God and say to God, why did you do this to me? Because God did not do that to you. You did that to you because you were determined to make the law of gravity into the law of levitation. And it's never going to be backwards to suit you. What did St. Paul say? What did he say? For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. For when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, but became vain in their imaginations. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the corruptible image of God, made it like unto four-footed beasts and creeping things. The incorruptible image of God made it like unto four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore, men turning to men with the lust between themselves, and women and the lust. And Paul goes on to talk about, it sounds like he's standing in 2018 to me. And he's talking like a Muslim that believes in Tawheed to me. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. For when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, but became vain in their imaginations, professing themselves to be wise. They became fools. Then he says, wherefore God gave them up to the lust of their own bodies, that they might dishonor themselves between themselves. God gave them up. God gave them up. God, when God gives you up, you who think God is not personal, when God gives you up, it's because you have given up God and you turned against everything that was decent and right. And I didn't ask you what religion you are. What I have to say applies to all of you, whether you have a religion or not. My concern is not your religion. My concern is the rejoining of mankind to the meaning of rejoin. And I never did say all religions are one. And I never did say I was a prophet, so don't say that lie. If that's what you perceive, that is your perception. But world prophet, as I understand it, that station is sealed by the Katim of all prophecy. And he, you want to say, is a false prophet. Yet you see a real angel on top of a false prophet's house. What is a real angel doing flying on top of a false prophet's house? Do real angels fly and sit on top of that which is false? Did God give you a mind for a reason? To my true mystic lovers, I thank you for all your kind words and written expressions to me, those few that have. To my spiritual children that are trying to post me, One or two were blocked. Let them do their dirt. Let the whole world witness it. David only had 5 smooth stones, and I'm not trying to bring Goliath down. I love Goliath. I admire him. I'm just trying to wake Goliath up. I went to Harvard, and I ain't here too. I have a master's degree. Harvard. I went there too. I paid my dues too. I'm a citizen of Rome just like you. Will alumni help their brothers? Or do they destroy their Harvard brothers? You have to answer the invisible realm of all of those who graduated before us, who laid their hands upon us. Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry David Thoreau, W.B. Du Bois, all of them laid their hands on me and sent me out into the world. And what shall you do? Block my post, and they're clean and beautiful and need to reach the world? You should be supporting me. Well, I want to help some children in the world. Forget about me. I want to help some younger poets get published in the world that no white publisher is going to publish. I'm not about me. I'm about people like Sheree, who broke through all my barriers to make sure she got to her father today. And this is a sermon. If it is, alhamdulillah, all praise be to God. Then we need some good sermons then. I didn't come with no prefabricated script. I have no manuscript. If he's not big enough to know what he wants to say to this world, then he don't need me in the way with no notes. To all my mystic lovers and to those who are sincere, who love God, no matter what you're calling yourself and what your religion is. Your heart, you love that which made you, and you want to make a difference, and you are my people then. You are my family then. I didn't ask you what your dress was. I didn't ask you how many degrees you had. I didn't ask you how much money you could send me. I don't care if you send me a dime. You should, but I don't care. If you do, it'll be used to bless some other people and some children. Today I have on the mantle, and I hardly can wear it sometimes now. It's heavy. For my master was this mantle. He was a holy man. He was truly committed to Allah. He was truly committed to the Creator and the Lord of all the worlds. I saw things happen that you would not believe. If I told you what I witnessed with my master, you would say I'm crazy. I saw my master literally disappear and appear in front of me. Don't come to me with no stuff. And he wasn't no further than 20 feet in front of me. I saw this with my own eyes. Don't bring me no stuff. You come with that Bible, you better come with the Koine Greek. You better come with the Hebrew with no vowels. And you better come with the Aramaic. You don't come right, I'll take that book and make it slap all the naps out your head. You quoting scriptures, you don't know what's been done to them. You don't know what's been taken out, what's been put in. But I studied to show myself approved unto God. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And then when I did, they all got angry with me. Because I wasn't talking like they was talking no more. How can you once you've seen? There's still enough truth in that book to blow a hole out the universe. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made. Talks like a Muslim. Even his eternal power and God here, so that they are without excuse. For when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, but became vain in their imaginations, professing themselves to be wise. They became fools. Now you read a few books and went to school. Now you're going to change the whole law of the universe to suit you. And you want everybody to applaud it. And you want to say you have rights. Sodom and Gomorrah had rights too. Both of those cities had great rights. Until one night, all hell broke loose on that city from above and from beneath. You do what you want to do. But you're not going to do it up on me because I got rights to say no to you when I know you're wrong. And I know God can heal you from that, because I've seen people that have been healed from it. I'm not against nobody. I'm against what's killing you, because I love you enough to tell you, when you go against the law of the universe, you destroy yourself. And I love you, even if you end up in hell screaming and hollering for the rest of infinity that you say is not real. But you haven't been out of your body and saw what I saw. So don't come with no stuff you read. And I'm looking straight through you. This prayer I make for all my true friends, and for those that think they're my enemies. I don't have any. The only enemy I have are three: the world, the dunya, the flesh, the nafs, and a spirit that you call Satan, that you think is not real. And the greatest travesty, the greatest thing that he ever achieved, is making you say he's not real. This spirit is not real. If it's not real, if the spirit is not real, why does he appear in the bonfire to the witches every Halloween when they go through? Why do they have a manifestation of him talking to them and appearing to them according to their capacity? Oh yeah, this jinn is real. But guess what? The creator who created him is even more real than that which he created. I'm get off this sermon right now. I'm happy that my daughter's here. Believe me, I'm very happy. She blew my mind. I thought she was playing. I just didn't really. And I know can't nobody get to my back door unless Allah let them, because I've had other people try to go and they say a force pushes them back and couldn't come up to my door. You tell me what that is. I pray prayers to protect me and protect my house. But don't step in it, and I don't go out without saying certain words. You shouldn't do it either. Get some knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Your universe is a universe of vibrations. It's a universe of words and powers. And thoughts are things. And if you don't change your thoughts, your life will remain the same. You have to change. A changed heart leads to a changed mind. A changed mind leads to changed thought. Changed thought leads to changed speech. Changed speech leads to changed manifestation. You want to change around you? Change your heart. Change your thinking. Change your speaking. And look in the mirror at you. You'll find that Sally and George are not there, that you constantly criticizing. Ain't nobody in that mirror but you. Michael told you that, the man in the mirror. He told you that. Another great soul. Just Dunya just mopped him up with. I love Michael Jackson. The first time I heard him to the day he's supposed to have been left the body. Mike still may be around. Mike knew how to disguise and things. He just got out the business, I think. I think Tupac's still alive too. They just said, let me get up out of this. And they camouflage. I think they camouflage death. I'm not going to camouflage mine. I want to make an announcement. All my talent be come around me, and we all have tea, and we play drums and everything. And then I just go into Samad and drop the body. And everybody can bury me and have a good time, because they realize death did not overcome me. I told death, get on back. You ain't got no power over me, you punk. You destroy everything that we love. Take our mothers, our fathers, our children, and everything. That's why I don't get attached to nothing no more, because I realize the only thing that's real is God. You say La ilaha illallah, it's got to be bigger than religion. La ilaha illallah means there is no reality but God. There's nothing else. Everything is an illusion. La ilaha, la is negation. La, la. And some people won't even say it because they don't want to die saying la. Well, they're negating. La, there is nothing real. There is no God. There is nothing worthy of worship but that which created it all. All of it. All of it. It's not your yoni. It's not your phallus. It's not your nose. It's not your eyes. You just borrowing this house. This house is his property. It belongs to the creator. Give back his house and you will see wonders in your life. You don't have to go to the church to find that or to the mosque. That's in you. You are the holy temple. What? You want to kill me because I told you you are the answer to the question? You looking for the answer? And it's in the mirror in front of your face. It's you. Get out the way. Get out the house. Watch God come in it. Maybe. If who decides to. My prayers are real. When I blow them, I think I just heard her snore down here. I know we got a snore down here and went to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. I got a talent that came all the way from Memphis is snoring on SIAM. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put it out there in the garage with Diggerbob. That's what's about to happen. Yeah, Robin, I'm Count Drac. You want to see it? No, I ain't gonna show you. Send me a tooth. Go to the Chinese shop and get me a plate. They got them. The boys be wearing gold plate. Didn't they have a silver one? Send me one in the mail. Buy me a set front tooth. Send it to Siam, care of the Alfie House, 3635 North Capitol, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46208. That is in care of Siam, the Alfie House, 3635 North Capitol. Send some donations, send some idea, send something so we can get this book published. And because you know ain't no black publishers waiting to help nobody. So you help your brother. Aren't you proud of me? They proud of him for going to Harvard. Huh? They said I would never get out of high school. I'd be dead by 21. That's what they said. Do I look like I'm scared? Do I look like I love you? You love me back then. Send something to me so I can use it to help some kids get these books published. Time to come on out now. I was trying to be quiet, trying to post some little Negro poems. That's all I wanted. Post a little few Negro poems. I wasn't trying to be Ibrahim Al-Jahid. No, I just trying to be quiet, trying to be retired, wanted to die quiet. But now, raised up the Black King Kong, Black the Drac. He got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole wide world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole world in his hand. He got the little bitty baby in his hand. He got the little bitty babies in his hand. He got the little bitty babies in his hand. He got the whole world in his hand. Yeah, yeah. Contract. To my real friends, alhamdulillah. To my real supporters who have the book, alhamdulillah. To those who bought the book, at the amount I make my proceeds, my royalties, they selling it. Amazon, selling the book at the price I make my royalties. If you don't spend the $20, I get nothing. Nothing comes to me. Book is selling all over the world. These people, they're manipulating and controlling everything. They get the profits off your work and your art. When Shola and I do this book, it'll be sold through Amazon, but they won't be controlling nothing. Not ever again. Not ever again. You gotta learn how these people are using you. They're getting cleaned up. They're cleaning up. Dick Gregory's right. The people that are making all the money ain't working nowhere. The ones that ain't making no money are slaves forever. You forever working for somebody else. You better take that dollar and turn it into 5. The Jews don't show you. They're controlling everything now, Doc. They want to control the whole world. Some of these people. Not all Jewish people are bad people. Like all black people are not bad people, and all white people are not bad people, and all white people are not good people, and all black people are not good people. It's a condition of the spiritual being of the heart, and it's bigger than what race you are. It has to do with where your consciousness is, what kind of heart you have. Fikalu, I told you this other night, Fikalu being martyred of Azalahum Allahu Marada. Walahum, Adabun Alimun be Makanu Yaktibun. In their hearts is a disease. And Allah, God Himself has increased that disease. He increased it because you were untrue to yourselves. You need to examine self, look at the things that are not true, clean that stuff up, get it together, do inventory. Murakab is what it's called. Inventory yourself. Inventory you. Looking in the mirror at you. We look in the mirror at us, not at John and Joe and Muhammad speaks or Rashida sneaks. I don't know where that came from. Sheree is snoring, but my voice does that to people. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi. Yeah, I love you, but I mess with you. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. Support SIAM, boost SIAM, post me. Take the URL, put it in the group, put it on the page. The poem will be there. It'll go back to the post reach. Drop a couple of poems a day. Put them in the groups, poetry groups, where you think an essay will go and it's appropriate. Look at the essay. If you think it'll fit this world situation over here, send it to that group. Use your head. Use your thought. Make a difference while you're on Facebook. Just don't play games. Touch some lives while you're on here. While you can. People don't want nobody touching lives. They want to help people stay asleep. Well, I'm not here to help you sleep. I didn't come here to help nobody sleep. I came here trying to stay awake myself, and I was looking for people that are awake so they can help me stay awake. We keep nudging each other, and nobody goes to sleep after a while. Everybody be awake. Then you can see what's going on. Huh? This country was founded on people that could see, people that were able to stand up and fight oppression. Yeah. They wanted freedom of speech. They wanted to be free. But then they wanted to keep a whole other group of people as slaves. That's why you're not being blessed today. But what you sow in the past, it shall come back to you in the present or in the future. We get away with nothing. Not one single thought. You change how you think. Sometimes I can hear people. Not at will, though. I'm not a witch. I don't manipulate nothing. My true supporters, I thank you. I'm grateful for you. Those who make prayer for me, I'm grateful for you. Those who curse me, I'm grateful for you. You make me strong. You always have, all my life. That's why I graduated with Harvard, from Harvard with almost straight A's, because you said I couldn't do nothing. I wouldn't be nothing. You said it. You said I was the dumbest child in the neighborhood. You said it because I had a seven-year-old scrapbook of UFOs. Nobody else was collecting no pictures of UFOs. You said I had to be the dumbest child in the neighborhood for believing in something that wasn't real. But now everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Sue, James, and John got pictures of UFOs. But SIAM was first. Somebody sent me an honorary degree. You hear her? Did you hear her? Did you hear that snore? She's tired. Did you hear that? So you gotta watch these sisters snore louder than men. I'm serious. They'll scare you. Watch these warriors men. They dangerous. I'm serious. Look, go study the praying mantis and see what happens to her mate. Go study the Black Widow and see what happened to his ass. Go see. But he's smart. He got a tentacle. Boy, you better look at what you're doing. They can't control your heart. They'll try to destroy everything about you. Unless I find an exception one. This is the way most of them have been. I had one that wasn't that way, but she was 1,000 years ahead of me when I got married to her. And my dumb behind had the greatest woman in my life back then, didn't even know what I had. Many men are like that, women too. Don't know what you have until it's gone. I didn't intend to say none of these things. I intended to do the bayat, be happy about that. And I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope you will watch them. You don't have to read anything. And if you do read, and you went to school and you still can't read, well, just, look at the dots. You'll be blessed with just read the dots. You can read dots, right? Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.